Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's your old pal, it's the original gamer ColecoVision. And what are we going to do here today? Well, I'm going to show you not one, not two, not three, but 4 different versions of the classic Donkey Kong. Nintendo's arcade classic Donkey Kong. Many different home video game systems had a version of Donkey Kong, and we're going to look at least 4 of them. And we're going to play it on a cool new toy I got, which is a Nintendo NES Advantage arcade controller that has been modified to work on the Atari 5200, 7800, and ColecoVision. So this has been modified to work on all the 8-bit consoles that supported 2 buttons that had crappy controllers. Have now got an awesome controller. So I'm going to have a much more authentic arcade experience to play Donkey Kong with. So let's jump in and let's start with one of the first versions of Donkey Kong. And it's the beloved Atari 2600 version of Donkey Kong.
Hi, this is John Linville.
And Neil Blanchard.
We are the Coco crew. I hope you're enjoying watching ColecoVision play video games, especially the Coco games. And when you're done with that, check out our podcast at CocoCrew.org.
So we're going to play this for a total of 2 minutes here because you've seen it all. You know what it's all about, but it's part of history, so let's check it out. So here we go. Here's our beloved Mario, and we're going to clear 2 levels. And I'm actually testing out my joystick now for the first time. Very good. It plays very well. It's got a great feel to it. Feels very solid. Very rugged. Alright, we are almost done with level 1. And here we go. And boom. There we have it. Let's finish level 2 of the classic, iconic Atari 2600 Donkey Kong. Oh no, I got killed by a fireball. Alright, let's try this again. Pardon me, fireball. Oh, I was a little too tall there. Alright, well apparently I'm not doing as well as I would have hoped. Alright, jump, sucker. Come over here, sucker. That's how you deal with those fireballs. You just trap them on the edge. Alright. Oh, I got the hammer. I didn't want the hammer, but I got the hammer. Now I gotta wait for the hammer to stop. Stop. Hammer time. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, hammer's gone. Doom, doom. Alright. Oh no, stay away from me, you cursed fireball. Alright, there we have it. That was the Atari 2600 version. You've seen it. You've seen me play it. You've probably played it. But it's part of a showcase. So let's move on to a version of Donkey Kong that I have actually never seen before.
This is Lee Patterson, author of Bouncy Ball, and you're watching the original gamer ColecoVision.
Alright, so now we are going to look at the Atari 7800 version of Donkey Kong. I think I'm on 1-player standard. Let's start the game. Don't kill me, bro. Damn it, I hate that lame not being able to jump. I need to move my keyboard out of the way. So here we go. Let's see how we can do. Pass me up, Barrows. You gotta jump early in this game. There is no last minute jumping. You gotta jump early. Okay. Barrows Phase is actually a little bit challenging. It's because of the timing and the positioning of the barrels and understanding the jump mechanics. The sounds are really horrid. Ah, crap. That was bad. That death sound is just a shrill. I like that you can do that super high jump up there. Yeah, this is the easiest elevator level I've ever played on any version of Donkey Kong. It's super easy. This one has been hard. I've been trying to pass the rivet stage for a while now. It's actually pretty hard. And for whatever reason, this time around, the fireballs are like asleep on the job. But those fireballs are tough. Okay, so I've now completed 3 levels. Is there a 4th level? Does this support... Okay, here we go. There is an intermission. Okay, so there is an intermission, and then it rolls over to this one. So this version only has 3 levels too. So this is, I guess, technically an improved version of the ColecoVision version because the level layout is more arcade accurate. The animation is more arcade accurate. The addition of the jumping jacks is more arcade accurate. But the sound effects are absolutely painful. So I think we've seen what we need to see here on the Atari 7800 version. So let's go ahead and look at now the 2 different ColecoVision versions.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowan. You're watching ColecoVision, the original gamer.
Alright, and what we're looking at here is the classic ColecoVision version of Donkey Kong. When this came out, it literally blew the minds of everyone who saw it. It was so groundbreaking, so revolutionary, so unbelievable that we could have a home video game system that looked, sound, and played this good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the original, traditional 1982 version of Donkey Kong, which was the pack-in game, the game that shipped with the ColecoVision when it was launched. Let's check this out. So, one thing you'll be able to tell is that the music of the ColecoVision is much better. One thing I also notice here too is that the barrels are a lot less impressive than the Atari 7800 version. The thing about these ColecoVision sprites is that it seems like most of the sprites were very kind of two-dimensional single color sprites. They did not seem to mix a lot of different things in with them. So the barrels are less impressive than the 7800 version, but this is pretty good. So let's go ahead and finish round 1. Here we go. And the other thing that was interesting about this is there were some differences, right? So the second phase, which is the rivets phase, it wasn't blue. They made it out of the same material, the same kind of purple girder material as the first round. So it didn't visually look much different, and it was, you know, it didn't look much different from the first round, and it definitely looked different than it did in the arcade. Thought that guy was going to get me. Okay. So here's the third and final phase, which is the elevator phase, which is minus the jumping jacks. Crap. I bumped my head on that thing there. So, subtle differences in the kind of vertical positioning of everything. Well, that's not good. Now this one they position the text slightly differently too. So you notice in the top right hand corner I've got a number 3 showing the number of lives I have left. I have my score and I have my timer. But a lot of the things that the ColecoVision games did, they didn't use graphics and fonts and stuff to put things on the screen. They just used the built-in text, which is a little bit of a shortcut, if you ask me, stylistically, visually. Come on, frickin' Fireball. So the Atari version had to graphically put the text on the screen, and they were able to draw boxes around stuff too, you know. All right. So that's the third phase of Donkey Kong. So we've now seen all 3 phases of Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision. Let's go ahead and take a look at Super Donkey Kong, which is a game I have never seen or played before. But from what I've seen on different, groups and on a couple of videos I've seen, it looks pretty impressive. So let's look at that next.
Hi, this is Ron Klein. I'm at the 2016 Coco Fest. I'm here picking up my first product, and you're watching the Original Gamer Stevie Show.
Okay, so this is Nintendo's Super Donkey Kong that According to what the file name says, that this was released in 1983. I never saw this version in 1983. I've only seen this version online recently. Let's try the easiest skill level. Oh, look at this. We've got the opening animation. That's cute. He's smiling. Evil Donkey Kong smiling at us. Get ready, player one. So definitely some differences here. Now, so that intro was a different intro, but now the game here looks pretty much exactly the same. But let's keep playing. So that almost seems like they kind of crowbarred in an intro to what otherwise is exactly the same game. The music was different. Donkey Kong looked different. So far this is exactly the same, but let's not judge it too quickly. 5 lives. I guess because I started on the wimpy difficulty. Get ready, player one. See, that wasn't there before. Get ready. That's actually just kind of slowing down the game. Now, I also think that this version that I have is like a beta version. So again, I don't know if this was officially released, if this was a product you could buy, or if this is like an aftermarket thing that, you know, some people did to improve upon the original. So if this was an actual product that Coleco released, it's pretty impressive. But if this is actually what they call a homebrew or a new brew, the version I have is probably a beta and not the final version of the game. Okay, that's new. That's new and improved. The fact that it made the music and that he climbed away with her. That's kind of cool. So it looks similar, but they added something to it. Okay, this looks exactly the same so far. And what I'm not seeing is any animation on Donkey Kong, like he's not beating his chest or anything. He's just standing there kind of stiff like he did in the original. Where are you going, bro? Ah, bogus. Luckily I have a lot of lives. Get ready, player one. I've been ready. I was ready the minute I died. Alright, so. Oh my god. I will say that the intelligence of the fireballs is more challenging on this version. The original fireballs were pretty dumb. Yeah, because I usually never have to go this way. I usually have things cleared out a lot more systematically. Alright. Okay, this is new too, this animation. And the animation is a completely different looking Donkey Kong. Boom, look at his big old bug eyes though. There's the stars. The stars of him banging his head. Alright. Get ready, player one. Okay, so now we repeat back, which is kind of how it is in the arcade. You repeat the levels. This one, what I don't see right now are the flying barrels that turn into fireballs. I don't see those. Or like the bouncing diagonal barrels even. And that could just be because I chose the wimpy difficulty. I like that feature though where he climbs away with Pauline, whatever her name was. Alright, get ready. Player one. Okay. On the surface, this looks exactly the same. And so far, it kind of is exactly the same. So I think this version I have is not the one that I've seen online where they've added a lot more to it. I've seen the one online where there actually were jumping jacks. This one doesn't seem to have jumping jacks. This is still just fireballs. But a lot more of them. Cannot make that jump. Get ready, player one. I was born ready. Out of my way, fireball. Oh, crikeys. I'm running out of lives here, people. It's moving a lot faster too. I am reasonably sure, though, there is an updated version of Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision that is pretty much arcade perfect. Because I remember seeing videos of it, and I thought this might have been it. This is somewhat of an in-between version. Okay. And so there's no fourth level either, unless you've got to repeat it. Let's just keep playing and see if there's a fourth level. If I can, if I don't die like a loser. Gotta say though, the sound is a lot less distracting than the Atari version. That Atari 7800 version was just painful. Absolutely painful. Okay. So will there be another level? Bang your head, Donkey Kong. Bang that head. Get ready, player one. That is like such an unnecessary delay of game right there. Get ready. Why would we not be ready? No, Donkus. Am I dead or is that... That's the game. Alright, well, I will never know. At least not this time, if there is a fourth level on this version of Donkey Kong. But what I will say is that the Super Donkey Kong is definitely an improvement over the original Donkey Kong, just by adding the little subtle touches, the animations and things like that. So there you have it, folks. You have seen 4 different versions of Donkey Kong for home video game consoles, and I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I will find out about the super duper duper version of the Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision that shows you all 4 levels. Until then, I've been the original gamer, ColecoVision. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. Keep on gaming. I'll see you all next time. Peace out and bye-bye, everybody.